morning and welcome to the chat on Newsday Amarillo and News Channel 10-2. I'm David Lovejoy.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Rhonda Lahner.
And I'm Chuck Williams.
And we're here with Brant Fricker. It's Friday. We talk about friends and we talk about good things, and it always brings positive vibes to us. Brant, he's live with us. Usually he's on the road. He's traveling, but he's here. We got to hang out a little bit this morning. And Brant, he's going to be Red River today. They've got some big things going on there. Then tomorrow, Brant, what do you got going over in Borger, right?
Well, today I'm having lunch at Red River. Would love to meet anybody there between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. And then, of course, tomorrow night playing with Ron Till's group in Borger. But, you know, I might go audition for Lord of the Rings because this light has my hair looking white. I'm a Gandalf.
I know it.
Gandalf the Fricker.
Especially at 7 o'clock in the morning. You don't need any harsh light.
It's just not flattering.
Not flattering at all. Yeah. Go right ahead, Rhonda.
Well, Mr. Fricker, it's so good to meet you in person. Tell us, so you've got tonight, you've got Borger. What else is coming up for you?
Well, you know what? On the second Friday of the month, we're going to have a group coming together at Synergy. And of course, the second Friday of the month, I want to meet everybody I can at Red River Steakhouse. I went there last night. I had the Elvis. Oh my gosh, oh baby, butter bacon and sourdough. Oh my gosh, make you slap your mama is what they say in Mississippi.
Hey, yeah, that's right.
You know.
Snap your head. Well, Brant, we're going to dig into. You always leave us with some positive thoughts, and I think it's a good way to start your day. Words. What they mean and what we use them for and how you use them, the importance of them. Tell us a little bit about, it seems like now in today's world, people don't have filters. And people say, I've heard the phrase, can't talk to people any old way. But it seems like the norm today in this world. What are the importance of words?
Well, you know, words may be free, but they'll cost you later if you're not careful. You know, Dr. Emoto in 2007 did a study on the consciousness of water, and he took two tanks, and on one tank of water, regular water, he wrote the words "I love you," "Thank you," "God," you know, and "love." You know, on the other tank of water, he wrote "Hitler," "I hate you," "I want to kill you," "Death." Well, what he did is he froze those two tanks of water, and he took photographs of it. It would blow your mind. If you go to YouTube, look up Dr. Emoto. And so the tank of water that had "I hate you," "death," "Hitler," you know, what words have frequencies, right? And so the water, it was ugly, putrid-looking shapes and colors. This will freak you out, folks. If you go to YouTube, type in Dr. Emoto, consciousness of water. But the tank that had "love," "thank you," "God," it made beautiful snowflake-like crystals. It was unbelievable, the designs that the water made in these tanks of water, you know, the words. Whether he did the same thing with water, with taking it to a prayer gathering, to a heavy metal concert. It's crazy. And so, again, we are affected by our words. Well, your body's made mostly of water. So what happens when you say, I'm so sick of this, I'm sick and tired, I'm so sick of this? You get sick and tired, you know? Or I'm just so tired of this, and you get tired. And I've actually, you know, I've used this times in my life, you know, before my hair turned white. And no, I'm joking. It's just the weirdest thing. My hair ain't this kind of, but you know, times that I was having a really rough time, or times that my body was racked in pain, I would say, you're going to make it. You're going to make it. You know, my body is strong. My cells are full of light. And I tell you what, your words will shape your world. And your body is made mostly of water. So when you tell 7 trillion cells, I can't do this, guess what?
You can't.
You can't.
Right.
But when you tell 7 trillion cells you can, then you can. And it goes with your conversations, too.
Well,
You know, I have testimony to this too, because I was, you know, if you know anything about me, you know how sick I was several years ago, and I would get up every morning, and you know, it was a lot of mornings that it didn't work, but I would just get up and I would say, I'm going to be better today. Today's the day.
Right.
And I refused to tell myself that I wasn't going to get better. And I just feel like the power of words, just like you're talking about, so important. I mean, I just want, and one day I got up and I was like, I'm better. I look better. I'm doing better. This is great. Okay, let's keep on it.
You know,
It's true.
you know, the way I'm looking at it, if you tell yourself you can or you can't, you're right. You know,
Either way.
really, when you think about it, you're absolutely right. And I guess that has some cell power if you choose to use that term, you know, overall.
Well, you know what? Words create life or death. You know, the power of life or death is in the tongue, you know.
Right.
Those who believe in the Creator, let there be light. Well, the universe has never stopped expanding since that moment. And so you set things in motion with your words. Think about it. I love you. What does that set in motion? I hate you. Marry me. I want a divorce. Right? It starts with your words, and it sets life or death into motion, and it goes for your relationships. It goes for your life. You know. And it affects your peace. I joked about Elvis and the lighting and you know, but Elvis Presley said, he said, I would give $1 million for one night of peace. And I wish Elvis could have known that you can speak your way into peace. Nobody can take your peace from you. You give it away. But it starts with your words. You know, like Stephen Covey says, you know, in his book, Eight Habits of Highly Effective People, he says, the responsibility is the ability to control your response. And how do we often respond? With our word. Now, sometimes we'll want to respond that way, but it's with our words that we respond to life. And so my biggest encouragement is your words will shape your world today. And with words, you can create peace or you can create war. You know, maybe you've been at war at home. Maybe you've been arguing with your spouse. Don't you understand that words can change your whole future? You know, your words, I hate you, I've had enough, I'm done. Okay, well, what does that set in the motion? What did that do with your circle? So all that to say is your words can change your life.
Yeah.
In your health, metaphysically, but also can change your life in your relationships. And again, certain words have certain frequencies in any language: love, prayer, gratitude, or hate.
Is it based in how we've become so self-absorbed in society? We have people that it's always about me, and so that way that's sort of the thing. They need to be built up. They think that's how you build your self-esteem, and so misery loves company.
Yeah,
That's true.
I mean, and so there's always that one person who wants and just always on the negative, garbage in, garbage out, and it affects everything around you. Like, say, if you get a new pair of shoes or a new suit or a new leather jacket or whatever it is that you like, you feel a little bit better about yourself. Your shoulders stay. When you dress up, you feel a little bit better. The same way, like you said, with thoughts and words. When you compliment somebody or when you help somebody or you just say something that makes somebody laugh or that makes you go, well, that's not too bad. But some people thrive off the other side of that. They like the turmoil. They like the controversy.
right.
How do you separate yourself? That's the biggest problem. People can't separate from that sometimes if that's in their world.
Well, you just answered your own question, my friend.